Werner. Welcome to the Cash Converters Players Championship Finals from Minehead in Somerset. I'm Dan Dawson for On The Wire on a day when we saw the quarter-finals set up and we nearly got 2 9-darters. In the end we didn't get any at all, but what a night of darts we had. To talk it over, I have got ITV darts expert and pundit Alan Warren a little, who's alongside me, and he used to play a bit as well, I'm told. Now, afternoon session, we're going to start with the Caven game. Jamie Caven, Robert Thornton. Robert Thornton came within a whisker of a 9-darter, just missing the double 12 on the outside. Jamie Caven held off this fight back from him. He just closed it out as well, 10-9, and our man Dave Allen caught up with him after the match.
I thought my finishing would be a lot less than 50%. It's 50% today, and I thought it was probably more about 20%. I don't know why, but yeah, it's certainly a case of with experience and stuff, you know, you sort of learn as you go, and that don't kill you makes you stronger, doesn't it?
That 81 to win the match, that took stones, as Chris Mason would refer to it. Yeah. How good was that?
Well, from Jamie's point of view, after losing that match against Simon Whitlock in the European Championship, if he'd lost that, that'd hurt. To take that out was immense for him, not just for the tournament, but for his own future in the game of darts, because that really would have done some damage. And
we saw a great performance from Adrian Lewis as well, the kind of AD Lewis that we saw here in March in the UK Open when he just stormed the title.
Yeah, he was never under pressure. He was so far in front that he had a couple of sloppy moments, but it didn't kind of matter. He did it in the game against Dave Chisholm the first round over a shorter distance and got away with it there because he ran out a good winner in the end, but in that game he was never under pressure. Yeah,
that was a 10-3 win for AD Lewis against the Pie Man. Now, the evening session, we nearly saw another 9-darter. It was a missed double 12 from Phil Taylor, this time missing inside in his 10-7 victory over Mervyn King. And, well, the big shock, though, was Terry Jenkins. Terry Jenkins knocking out Michael van Gerwen, a 10-7 victory. Dave Allen caught up with the Bull after his match.
Yeah, it was a really good performance. You never let him get ahead of you, and you really kept the pressure on him.
That's right, yeah, I got an early lead. I won the Bull in the practice room, and I thought, make it count, just keep that lead. And it worked. I went 2-0 up and got the pressure on him early on. He come back to 2 each, but I won both the first sessions 3-2, I think, and went out 6-4. So I thought, just keep that lead now. And I wasn't worried about him winning the legs with the darts. I thought, as long as I can get the leg back with my darts and keep in front, keep that edge on him.
So Terry Jenkins beating Michael van Gerwen. That was the big story of the night, but there was some cracking darts everywhere you look in the evening session.
Yeah, when we looked at the fixtures, we thought there's going to be some humdingers here, and that was one as well. That was an incredible match, really, because Terry just dug in all the way through and so solid, and Michael was under pressure all the way through it, and Terry got over the line in the end.
And Anderson Bunting to round off the night. Very impressive stuff from the Flying Scotsman.
That was a proper job, that one. He really is playing well. I mean, 106 tournament average. You know, he's playing Phil, who's probably on a similar tournament average, so that could be an absolute firework.
Yeah, fantastic day of darts at the Cash Converters Players Championship. Gravity. Now, the game of darts, it's highly emotionally charged. 2 guys going at it toe to toe, and sometimes it can bring out the beast in them.
You do not talk about Fight Club.
In the world of professional darts, there are some serious people. People you don't want to mess with. They are proper, dangerous characters. Take this fella, the Power they call him. It don't matter how big you are, he won't back down. Here he is taking on someone twice his size. Now this is Jaws. You don't get a nickname like that by being nice. He's naughty.
Lloyd, hasn't it?
Wallop.
I tell you what, well, Lloyd is in danger of absolutely imploding up there.
But the ones you gotta watch are the ones with a screw loose. And this character is the most unhinged of the lot. I don't know what's in that serious looking head of his, and I don't want to know. If you're clever, you'll make it your business not to find out either.
Now, one of the things I've been reading about lately is subliminal messages, subliminal advertising. And I thought that, you know, I'd try and expand our millions of fans to millions more by getting the older On The Wire brand out there on national TV. You might not have spotted it as I was doing commentary earlier on, but some of you might.
How Jamie Caven used that in the previous game. He needed every single bit of that lead in the end.
Yeah, what a game.
On The Wire. And if you're paying very close attention, you might have noticed that we've slipped some subliminal messages into this very show. Werner Gravity Darts. And just to get maximum exposure on the old hashtag Gravity Darts meme, got that on the telly as well.
Yep, single for tops. Oh, flare.
He only requires 32.
Need some sort of ladder to get that one out the board as Yellow Klassen now looks at 8-8.
16.
Did you bring your ladder, Dan? No?
I'm sure I can find one he can borrow should he need it.
Yeah, I might find one somewhere, Mace. You never know. I'm going to be really gutted if that turns out to be a pair of slippers. Let's look at Sunday's action. Was quarterfinals, semi-finals and the final in the evening. Different demands on the players. There's one match that really stands out. We've already mentioned it. Taylor versus Anderson could be incredible.
Well, it's got the makings of an absolute classic, hasn't it? It really has, because they're playing just absolutely sublimely. And Gary Anderson loves this tournament because it's close to his home. Can travel down with his family and friends. And Phil, as we know, he's done everything, hasn't he? He's done the video and had the T-shirt. So that could be an absolute classic on paper. Let's hope it is. You never know. But Terry Jenkins, for me, is the one that's maybe the dark horse of the tournament, because he'll be fancying his chances after the win against Van Gerwen.
What, you reckon Terry Jenkins is going to bring an end to his 9 PDC major final defeats?
It's got to happen sometime. Why not this weekend?
Fantastic. Well, there you go. It's got to happen at some point. It is an incredible final day we've got set up here at the Cash Converters Players Championship. 8 players remain, quarterfinals, semi-finals and the final to come from Butlins in Minehead. What a day. Some might describe it as tasty.
A full Christmas dinner with all the trimmings. A fragrantly spiced lamb rogan josh, a greasy full English with extra fried bread, an entire herd of Aberdeen Angus cattle brought together for the first time beneath an acre of delicate pastry. This isn't just a pie. This is an Andy the Pieman Smith pie.